Ashley with Jabora Realty team at Blair Realty Group.
And I'm Dustin Orlando with First Rate Inspections.
So this one's kind of a hot topic, and I know we might have differing opinions on this. Should the agent and or the buyer attend the home inspection?
Absolutely not the entire time.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, we actually prefer that the agent or the client or both attend the last 30 to 40 minutes of the inspection.
Okay.
Come in, introduce yourselves, walk around, take last minute looks of things, take some measurements, get a more comfortable feel of things, and let the inspector do his thing and finish up, and then centrally meet up somewhere in the house, do the report review, and then at that time the inspector can do the walkthrough and say, yep, here's where those things are located, that's the issue that we found. Oftentimes we find, especially with first-time home buyers, and it doesn't matter age, they can be 24 and straight out of college buying their first house, they could be 44 and a long-term renter and buying their first home. Oftentimes along comes the brother who's a professional contractor, or dad, or the uncle, or the mom who knows everything about everything.
Those are
about
extremely
the home.
painful for the realtor too.
And it makes it really difficult for the inspector to stay focused. Getting pulled in 4 different directions and asked 4 different things. They may lose sight of where they left off, what last thing they did, and it throws them off their normal flow. So what we like to see is the last 30 or 45 minutes, show up, get acquainted, ask some questions, and then let them finish their job.
Okay, that's fair. I'll agree to everything you said.
Yeah.
Alternatively, what about the seller hanging around while you're there?
That becomes extremely awkward because as soon as we take out our device, whether it's a tablet, a cell phone, or a laptop, and people are taking pictures of things and writing things up, sometimes you'll have an inspector go, oh my God, taking a picture, and that just the seller's like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm having that fixed. I'm gonna have that repaired. Hey, tell me what you found. It creates some area of contention for the inspector now being put in the middle between buyer and seller.
Right.
And saying, well, I spoke to the inspector. He said it wasn't a big deal. And we've dealt with this.
Right.
The seller says, well, the inspector told me there was nothing to worry about. And then the buyer's agent goes, why did you tell them that when you told me that the water heater's failed? There's a giant hole in it and it's leaking everywhere. That's a problem.
Right.
So we prefer that if they are present, they lock themselves in a room somewhere, keep to themselves, do their business, work from the home office. But the seller who follows us through the home, it's quite a distraction.
Right. And I think 2 thoughts on that. Ashley's 2 cents is 1, if the buyer's paying for it, it's the buyer's inspection report. So 100%. The seller does not need to be following them around. But 2, it becomes very personal to the seller because if they've lived in that home for any amount of time, it becomes very personal to them that you're there to critique and criticize, to find all the red flags, and all those red flags are very personal to them. So
yeah,
it's a good idea for them to just stay out of it because it becomes unnecessarily emotional.
Correct.
So
sometimes there's a win. We've gone in and done such a fantastic job for the buyers that when the sellers saw the inspection report, they were left scratching their head. And then they call us 2 weeks later going, man, you really beat up my house. Help me beat up the house that I'm trying to buy.
Right.
So it's a win-win.
Right. Yeah, exactly.